Hi guys, welcome to today. Today I'm conducting a seminar on Jyotisha, which is the Indian astrology. Introduction: India's ancient tradition of astrology, known as the Jyotisha, is one of the oldest and most comprehensive systems of celestial study in the world. Rooted in the Vedas, Jyotisha is more of a stargazing or horoscope matching. It is a profound synthesis of astronomy, philosophy, and spirituality, from calculating auspicious timings, which are called muhurta, to guiding personal and social decisions. Astrology has played a central role in Indian culture for thousands of years, using planetary movements, lunar phases, and cosmic rhythms. It seeks to understand and align human life with branches of astrology. Siddhanta, which is astronomical calculations, deals with the mathematics and astronomy based behind planetary movements, helps calculate eclipses, planetary positions, and calendar systems. Example text Surya Siddhartha and Aryabhatiya. Samhita, which is mundane astrology, predicts natural events and social phenomena, weather changes, earthquakes, floods, politics, economy, wars, agriculture, often used for public welfare and state level decisions. Hora, which is predictive astrology, most commonly used branch, deals with individual lives divided into several sub-branches. Jataka, which is the birth chart analysis. Prashna, which is the answers based on time of a question. Muhurta, which is the choosing of the auspicious times. Nimitta, which is the interpretation of omens. And Gochar, which are the transit-based predictions. Zodiac signs. Zodiac signs are the constellations which are present in the universe and given for each human. There are 12. They are Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Nakshatras. There are 27 nakshatras. They are Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigashira, Adra, Punarvasu, Pushyami, Aresha, Maka, Purva Palguni, Uttara Palguni, Hasta, Chira, Swasti, Vishaka, Anuruddha, Jyeshta, Mula, Purvashada, Uttarashada, Shravanam, Dhanishta, Satabhishek, Purvabhadra, Uttarabhadra, and Revati. Bhavas. Bhavas are the 12 houses in Indian astrology, and these come under the birth chart analysis of a human. House number one, first house, which is called the Lagna Bhava, which represents the self, personality. The second house is the Dhana Bhava, which represents the wealth, family, and speech. The third house is the Sahaja Bhava, which represents siblings, courage, communication. The fourth house is the Sukha Bhava, which represents the home, inner peace, mother, and real estate. The fifth house is the Putra Bhava, which represents the children, creativity, intelligence, love. The sixth house is the Shatru Bhava, which represents the enemies, depths, diseases, and struggles. The seventh house is the Kalatra Bhava, which represents the marriage, partners, or spouse. The eighth house is the Ayushya Bhava, which represents the longevity, transformation, occult inheritance. The ninth house is the Dharma Bhava, which represents the fortune, religion, higher education, father. The 12th house is the Love Bhava, which represents the losses, foreign travels, isolations, and moksha. Navagrahas. Navagrahas are the planets which are present in humans in Indian astrology. The sun, which is in Sanskrit is called Surya, represents the soul, authority, vitality, and associates with father, ego, and leadership. The moon, called as Chandra, represents the mind, emotions, intuition, and and associates with the mother, moods, and sensitivity. The Mars, called as Mangala, represents energy, courage, aggression, and associates with siblings, strength, and conflict. Mercury, known as Buddha, represents the intellect, speech, logic, associates with communication and business. Jupiter, known as Gruha or Brahaspati, represents wisdom, expansion, spirituality, and associates with teachers and morality. Venus, known as Shukra, represents love, beauty, luxury, and associates with relationships, arts, and comfort. Saturn, known as Shani, represents discipline, karma, delay. and associated with hard work, justice, and endurance. Rahu represents shadow planet, ambition, obsession, and illusion, and associated with unconfessionally foreign influences. Ketu represents the detachment, spirituality, and liberation, and associated with past life karma, intuition, and healing. Classical texts. Classical texts of astrology from India are also known as Jyotisha, from the bedrock of this ancient discipline. These texts, primarily in Sanskrit, provide the fundamental principles, rules, and techniques used in astrological calculations interpretations. Here are some of the most important classical texts of Indian astrology. Foundational texts consider primary authorities. Brihat Parishara Parasahasra, attributed to sage Parasara, is arguably the most comprehensive and influential classical text of Vedic astrology. It covers a vast array of topics including fundamentals of planet science, houses and nakshatras, planetary strengths, yogas, dasha systems, aspects, house significations, remedial measures, and various planets of astrology, Prashna, Medini, and medicinal. Some examples of Indian classical texts are Jataka Parijata, which was authored by Vaidyanatha Dikshita. It offers in-depth explanations of various astrological concepts and provides numerous examples and illustrations. Saravali, written by Kalyana elaborates on the effects of planets in different signs and houses. Phala Deepika, composed by Mantreshwara, no, it provides easily understandable rules for interpreting planetary positions and combinations. Jyotisha is mainly used in the following categories: personal decision and guidance, marriage compatibility, career education path, health predispositions, financial investments, etc. Timings for starting ventures, ceremonies, important exams, taking exams or interviews, and self-understanding and growing, such as identifying strengths and weaknesses, coping with challenging periods. Remedial measures, such as gemstones, mantras, prayers, fasting, charity, cultural or traditional in child naming ceremonies, timings of festival observances, key consideration, varying, okay, varying belief levels, family or traditional influences, commercialization, and skepticism.